welcome. This is Sahara playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and I just crafted some armor for us, for some of us, and better weapons. We'll see what happens when we go out into the wilds. But we have a judgment to do here. It's probably to do with
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents.
The mayor.
He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
He has a chance to prove it? Well, that muddles things.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drown their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Ferelden Throne. I'll give him a clean death. Best I can do is exile. The best I can do is exile. But if you exile him, he's just going to go... I mean, he got away with the murder, basically. He knew what he did was wrong. And why is it our... It really isn't our business. We just happened to find this out. Yep.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
Cole's the only one who disapproved. I wonder why he did. Oh, I know why. Because he thinks he put those people out of... Yeah, he's thinking he put those people out of their misery. Okay, so... What do we got here? That's Undercropped, which I was just there. Let's go talk to Josephine. I haven't caught up with people for a while since we came back from Crestwood.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you. What is it? I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Olay. It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
Wow. I'm not giving you a loan.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious. Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
But look at how you're dressed. You spend a lot of money on your clothes because you have to show certain... You're not actually poor.
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate. I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams, my brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
You can't pick zero? Maybe I can help.
Is there anything I can do? I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered.
No.
And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Really? Who would go to that? Yeah.
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that? Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Bioware, a nobleman in Valroyot, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will that get him?
What will being seen with me gain the Comte? The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
He sounds desperate. You better not want more favors. Yeah, if it helps you, I'll go.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you. Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Okay, so I assume this will be a quest. Meet with Josephine in Val Royale. Okay. Oops, one more here. Gotta turn on my space heater. Got too cold. All right, so did you take off then, or you were over here? You just sat back down. Okay.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus? Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong. I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
It might be still the Maker's will. The anchor's magic, not holy. It might still be the Maker's will.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago we can no longer see his hand in them. It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'm sure it does feel strange.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire. It sounds most unpleasant.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
Fire at the heart of the world.
Okay, so... So who else do we need to speak to here? We have... Vivian is over here. Right? Alright, let me mark her. You know how terrible I am. Okay. She is over here. Let's go talk to Vivian. Oh, there's Barry.
Would you have guessed such a pairing?
No, I prefer a highborn scandal. This is much less enthralling.
Careful. Ears.
Of course.
Okay, who are you guys talking about? Let's talk to Barrick since he's here. Are you riding? Fighting a losing battle?
Is this about time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing.
No.
I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Just be my friend. That's all I need to be.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
I can't be bigger than myself. Yeah, that's true. What am I to you? What am I to them?
So what exactly am I to the people out there?
The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. You're the sign that somebody might hear their prayers. That maybe they're not abandoned after all. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't sing. Well, I'm still me. I am.
Whatever I am to Thedas, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Sure. Did Barrick approve? Alright, let's talk to him some more.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Let's discuss. Never mind.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
No, I thought maybe...
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Okay, so that's all for him. And then I saw... What was this?
Complete. Well, how about that? Stone Mat, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Oh, okay, he's here for...
Another time.
He's here for
Best
those
of the vein,
tiles.
Inquisitor.
Okay, he's here for the tiles. They must be over here. See, Vivian is supposed to be right here. Right. She must be outside. Where you at, Vivian girl? She went, where'd she go? She's like, oh, she must be down on the bottom level? No, she's not down there. I don't know, unless I just missed her. Did I just miss you? Is she hiding behind the door? Oh, maybe. No, she's not over here either. I don't know. Where'd you go? It's all in here. Nobody. These damn doors, and they close behind you, so you can't keep a track who you're talking to or where you're going.
In my arms lies eternity.
All right. I was like right there. Where'd she go? That is just so weird. Okay. That's Halishmia? Who's that? And I can't remember who I'm supposed to go to get the all the parts that we're picking up, you know, for like research. Okay, here's Liliana.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
No, I blame myself. No, I blame Corpius.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame. I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You took care of your men. Or we could have lost both. Yeah, we could have lost both.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway. You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
They're soldiers.
True. They're our soldiers. They'll do what we need them to. If Corypheus is cold, I must be colder. War demands sacrifices of us all.
So she's going to turn even darker, because she's kind of gotten darker, dark.
At your service, my lady.
Any updates?
Anything I should know? It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny. The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling? Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. She was a good friend, and it will take time to get used to her absence. But thank you for asking. It is appreciated. I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. Oh, there was something to examine here. On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schnupples? The second is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news. I've managed to discourage Boletti from relieving herself on the silk rug Justina gave you. Feliciani, whatever, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. Oh, they're talking about nugs. She is quite delightful, and Schnipples, it is fond of her. Schnipples the second? Is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Shimopoulos II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Garter to take over nug keeping. Sparrow. Nug keeping. Okay. I thought there was someone else here I'm supposed to talk to. Out of my way. God, this place is just so huge. Another read. I thought I did all these. A fine time to close a border. The news is dire. There are rumors that our warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra in the marches. It will come west to Orlais. At the head will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of darkspawn. We must be ready to stare squarely into eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like dogs and cats. We wardens are Orlesian by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that the king of Ferelden is dead, and his successor, Loghain MacTyr, decrees that no warden set foot in the country. MacTyr, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have it out for our order, too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books make him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall of Bioware to his recruits. Okay. More. Note found in Skyholt's rookeries. Saddler, Baron Blucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him. Yet the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it, Weaver? Oh, birds. Birds don't like everybody, that's for sure. Okay, we spoke to Liliana. Is there... So this is the rookery. But there's other people here. The Solus, there's... Okay, there's got to be a way to get down from here. Right? I don't know. This is just... There's no way to get down from here. Other than to go through these doors. Okay. This is just... maddening. Maddening, maddening, maddening. And this doesn't go anywhere. This makes no sense. This is the only door, right? Oh, is there a door on the other side? Examine again? Didn't we just do this? You'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Okay. Why didn't that go away? There is no door over here. Isn't this one we just read? Baron Plucky, yep. Okay, so how do we get down there? I don't see any stairs. How did they get down, up and down from here? I don't see any stairs anywhere. You would think there'd have to be some stairs. Because there aren't any stairs on the outside either. It's like, I just want to jump and die. So how are you people getting in here? I keep thinking there's stairs and then there's not. Okay, this shows stairs here. This is Colin, which means I have to go out onto the parapet to get to him. Oh my gosh, this is just... Okay, there's Cole. This makes no sense to me. They're right here. It's supposed to be right here. See, and Lilian, okay, she shows up here. Well, then they should be right over here. Right next to her. Right? Oh my gosh, please, can I get around? Oh. These people, they move around. This makes no sense. It makes no sense. See, they should be right here. There's no stairs here. Yeah, this... It just... All right. This fast travels here. This fast travels here, and there's no one there, supposedly. But this one takes me down into the courtyard. I don't think I'm ever going to get this one figured out. That's Josephine. That's Vivian, even though she's not here. Because there's Barrick. See? And Barrick isn't even showing up on here. That just makes no sense at all. He's right there. Juliana. Dorian. I know I was in here and there was nobody here. Is this how they get up? No, that just comes up here. There's nothing here. But there's the rookery up there, supposedly. I hear some stairs. These are the stairs that I saw from up there. Okay, and there's Dorian. Okay. Alright, what do you have to say?
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The blight caught up.
Yeah, I was going to have to. So quickly, yeah.
Are you alright?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
You might be idolizing him? Were you two involved? No, I don't think they were. Yeah.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
Follow his example, yep.
He should be an example for others to follow, or his death is wasted.
Should I spread the word? We could spawn the cult of Felix within a matter of days.
There are worse things.
Probably true. And you're right. His actions should not be forgotten. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Okay, so were you referring to yourself? Or I see there's a question mark on here now.
Here we are again.
Tell me about Alexius. I think we already know all this.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, A darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
You mean you argued? Yeah.
You mean you fought with him?
I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
I think you felt guilty, yeah.
I don't think that's it. You felt guilty because you couldn't help him.
Clever you. I had a choice, you see. Wallow in self-pity or get away while I could. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
I should go.
I do rather like watching you leave.
No disapproval or nothing? Where are you going? Oops, nope. Wrong way.
Something you need?
Nope, that's enough.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
There's Fiona.
It doesn't surprise me you found the Wardens mixed up in all this. From first-hand experience, you should be wary anytime my old order is involved.
Let me see here. You were Grey Warden? Yeah, I think we already know that.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
Yeah, okay. Oop, carry on.
I'll leave you to it.
Alright. We got more stuff to read over here. Or, yep, we do. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Smartly bound quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager greets the summer with a complete obey her order, being a rabid tale of Templars standing firm before division by a secret cunning. An exhibition of inspiration at its most urgent, and the chant at its most passionate. The Randy Dowager exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spryest of step. The lady herself says, such an insult to modesty that I publicly swooned, lest my own honor be impugned. Twice, 5 scars fluttered in shock out of 5. It's stupid stuff. Oh, I think we need, yeah, who are you?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
How are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Okay, so was she the one
As
that...
you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I think she's the one that we have to give our crafts to. Turn in... Oh, here it is. Large weapon fragment removed. That's all? Who are you?
One day I'm going to read all these books. One day, when I have time.
Okay, Codex updated, Red Templar Foot Soldier. Damage bonus against bears. Damage bonus against Red Templars. Okay. So it's just getting here all the time. That's... Where were you at? Were you on the other side that I missed you? No. Okay. Doesn't make any sense, but none of this place makes any sense to me. Okay, Dorian, that's how we came up. Just run around and run around and run around. Okay, so this is where the stairs were at, and I walked all around and I didn't see it. Okay. I knew there had to be stairs, right? Oops. Okay. Well, maybe one of these days I'll remember it. Where's all this? This is all what's under construction. Okay. I'm just gonna be doing this over and over and over. Trying to figure this crap out. Okay, so we've been here. It's like, how do you get to everybody? Okay, this is the throne room. I know that.
Inquisitor?
Oh, Mother Giselle. I'm clicking on you.
My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Winter.
What has he done?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good terms. We've never met. Yeah, we've never met.
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What? What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Winter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And he doesn't, and if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would they contact you? Yeah.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want to tell him?
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Oh, this is legitimate?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
Well, I'm not going to trick Dorian.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern.
to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
But why? Official-looking letter, Your Reverence. I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come in if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south, placing himself in the path of such danger, alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Bandrail Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us, somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Hallward of House Pavis. Pavis? Wow. I don't know. Should I go up and talk to him? I don't feel like lying to him at all. Well, you know, there's Blackwall. I was gonna say he should be down here somewhere. And I know where Dorian is at. Oop, I'm clicking on the wrong one. He is upstairs. If I remember which door it came out of. Right?
Another completed work of whatever they used to call it.
Oh, this is one that goes outside. Okay. No, wait a minute here. I know I'm... One of these is what goes upstairs. This one. Okay. I really feel like I should let him know. I don't feel like lying to him. It's not my business.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Your father sent a letter. Tell Dorian about his family's intended meeting. Yep.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
It could be a plot, too.
This could be the Venatori. Lure us somewhere remote, then an ambush.
Perhaps. Although this does look like my father's penmanship. Or could he have joined the Venatori? No, that can't. Well, anything is possible. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
What's the issue between you two?
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Yeah, but you should talk to him.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I? That was unworthy. I apologize. There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
Fair enough.
That works for me.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Okay, bring Dorian to the goal and lantern. More and more quests! More and more quests! Okay. I suppose I just should have just went fast travel. Right? Okay. No, wrong way. Alright. So from here, I can get over to Cassandra and then from here. Yes, I can. Seems like new stuff is popping up all the time too, so I suppose you need to check your areas for different things. I think that examine is probably the same thing about the crier. Dire news from the Frostbacks, yeah. Okay. Sarah was over here before. Who are you? Oh.
Inquisitor.
What's new?
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Yeah. yeah, I am.
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
No, I think we already know all that.
I have to go.
So he came back with an armful of chicken, huh? Oh, salmon? Oh, yeah, this is the bard. Examine.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat
Archery
dancing
contest.
around
We
all
already
pin
knew
and
that.
pantsing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Scorn.
Scorn?
What's the word out there?
Lissa had family. Word is, they're sad.
I would imagine.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, but I should have went after people and I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to. That's bad on me. So everyone died. I imagine the horse master died too, which makes me mad. Oh, here's Iron Bowl. Hi, Iron Bowl. How you doing? Man. You falling asleep here?
What's going on?
Oh, you don't have anything to say?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Just sitting there drinking. Okay, relaxing. And here I am bothering you. I thought Sarah might be in here. There's Krim.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
I think we know all this stuff.
We'll talk later.
Okay. Where am I trying to get to? So Sarah, Iron Bowl's in there. Was she inside there and I didn't see her? Unless she's upstairs. There's Krim. So she must be upstairs. See, it doesn't help when they move around everywhere. Ooh, Sutherland.
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Sorry, slow down. Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone. He's a mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, Your Worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Skyfall.
Return the gear, go to work? No, keep training. I know who he is.
Good work. Keep with the training. We'll need every hand.
Yes. Yes, Your Worship. We'll do just that. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak, but he's thankful too.
Okay. Oh, she must be upstairs, because there's like...
Good to see you.
Alright, another examine. Sarah's Cabinet of Wonder, whose it was. Okay, I think we've already been through there.
That's why.
There's Sarah. Way of the Tempest. From Upstorm's notes on the Tempest and practice. Kimmy's words make one passage stand out. They expect folly in the Tempest and are focused, are fooled, for there is no madness in knowing the absolute limit of ability and charging to that edge. Wars may be a tactical affair, but the one-on-one meeting of combatants is decided by the one who first realizes they are in mortal peril and commits folly. Many reach that point. The Tempest starts there. By the time their foes have risen to match, it is too late. And another. They asked what type of shot they should encase the mixture in, expecting some trebuchet, pot, or a vessel fit to pour over a palisade. I bade them make it by the barrel and store it in my quarters with 1,000 glass vials. They were afraid, and I smiled. Another still. Forward, ever so. Where you were is dangerous. Where you go is dangerous. Different reasons, both to your advantage. Leap. Then leap again. Looking is for witnesses, not the disaster. Also one more. I did not say I was unappreciative nor unimpressed. That you were a sight to behold is not in question. All I noted is that the Tempest is offensive, not just in ability, but in what condition you leave the field. I should like 100 of you to deploy in the cities of my enemy, and not a one to stand as defense in my own home. A series of unstable brews follows. Whatever that means. Okay, Sarah, what do you have to say?
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
Well, I'm listening. Well, details first.
I won't agree to anything without details.
Smart of you. I wouldn't dream of wasting your super important time.
Oh!
It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschelle. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Sure.
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle.
Yep.
It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What's in it for me?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll have people take a look.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
That's very true. A battlefield for scars, operation available. Okay, so we got several of them to do. Is this one I just looked at? Yeah. Yeah, finding everybody is going to be the fun part, isn't it? Was there anything up here? Oh, is this how we get on the parapets?
Right. That's why.
I can't remember. Look for coal. They're going to leave me somewhere.
What are
I
you
gotta.
doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Wow, that would be horrible to hear everybody's inner thoughts.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you... Well, can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault.
Okay.
Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
I would imagine.
For you or for them?
Yes.
For both.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Okay. Cole, you are so strange. So very strange. We need Sarah. I already spoke to Iron Bull. We need to talk to Cassandra. And... well, Blackwall is right over here. Let's go talk to Blackwall first. He's behind us in this. He should be behind us in this. Oh, who's this? Surgeon? Sorry to bother you while you're tying your shoe. Or whatever you're doing. Hello? I'm clicking on you and you're ignoring me?
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Okay. Are there many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. Most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways, setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future.
It is.
Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
I agree.
As you were.
Your worship.
So I thought she was somebody new there. Okay. So he's over here. And with the horses. Nope, that note is not legible. Okay.
Glad I'm working with you, not one of them. What?
What assassins, huh? Can we talk, Blackwall?
I am here.
Our ward is being corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
We need to discuss our relationship.
Is something the matter?
Never mind.
Perhaps another time.
But we don't have a relationship. I'm trying, and he keeps rebuffing.
Your wish, my lady.
Nope, that's it. Nothing more. Come on.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Alright, so the last one to talk to... Yep, hi there, horsies.
Finally, a place for... the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
I didn't. I didn't forget about the Ferelden horses. Oh, he did make it. Thank you. I think that's him. No, it's not.
Waiting. Storms are not inclined to wait. Hurry, so we can smash a glass and get to it.
Smash a glass? Oh, okay.
What do you mean by smash a glass?
I mean exactly that. We use concoctions to cover ourselves in the elements.
Like potions?
Battle is no time for sipping. We use flasks of elements and smash them fast. It makes a mess, Inquisitor. That appeals, or it doesn't.
Yeah, these are the people that, yeah, these are the people that are supposed to be teaching me things. Okay.
I'm not signing on as a Tempest just yet.
I don't think I have anything to... Is there anything to buy here? Is there anything to buy here? There isn't. I don't think I have anything to sell. Okay, so Cassandra is... Oh, there he is. He did make it. Master, he did make it. All right, he didn't die. I was worried about that.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. But I'll make do with your little fortress.
How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
How's the family?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things. And that's how I like it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you made it.
May her be with you.
I'm glad the horses made it too. I didn't think about it till later. I was like, no, I bet. There's the representative.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. The Sopharis at your service. You will find my wares unique. I sell influence.
How do you sell influence? How do you sell influence? It's over an hour, but I'm curious about this. Oh. Protocols of Passage. A rare consensus of guilds and trade partners in some of the influential city-states of the Free Marches, though no magistrate could penetrate its obfuscating mire of language to draw out names. So they're offered to certain to trustworthy members of the Pelagian Armada, giving them the freedom to subdue and seize the vessels belonging to enemies of the issuing power. A sizable donation will ensure that vessels supplying the enemies of the Inquisition are included in that unfortunate number. Grants a major increase to Inquisition power and influence. Oh, wow, but it's very expensive. Well, let's do one of the private trade agreements. Federally favorable trade agreements with a merchant house grants a small increase to Inquisition power influence. These are all the same. Or we can do a document committing the undeclared assistance of certain city officials grants a moderate increase to Inquisition power and influence. High fever, Montegris. An inclusive trade and travel arrangement that also suggests immunity from certain prohibitions when crossing the territories of certain independent freeholders grants a significant increase to Inquisition power influence. Well, let's try one of these little ones and see what happens. We got some money. Let's do 4. So what does it do? So I got influence went up. Okay, so like if I'm looking for perks or something, I guess that's the way to do it. Okay. So last person to talk to, I think, because I haven't been able to find Vivian. I don't know where the hell she disappeared to. Or Solus, come to think of it either. I haven't talked to him either. Anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.